Hi guys, well this is gonna be my first video, so I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Desiree, and my channel is basically gonna be a little bit about my journey with my gastric sleeve and what I'm gonna be going through, you know, the goods and the bads, tips here and there about it, about, you know, eating situations, and a little bit of beauty, makeup tutorials and such. Okay, so let's start. My journey with my gastric sleeve. My surgery was February 10th, 2017. The reason why I had it was because I'm newlywed. I've always been overweight, so what I basically wanted was a new beginning, which this is, you know, it's a big deal for a lot of people. I want to be able to show my future children good eating habits, you know, healthy eating, which is something that, you know, coming from a Hispanic family, I was never taught. So I don't want them to follow on that path. You know, I want them to be and have a healthy life. So basically, my surgery was in the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona. Okay. We went in for our surgery, not the surgery appointment, but we went in for our appointment, which costs us $500 for me and my husband, because we were going to have it at the same time, which we ended up not doing, which turned out to be great. But anyways, you know, you talk to your surgeon, you talk to your dietitian, and they basically walk you through, you know, what happens, and you know, the state of mind that you have to be in once you have it. This surgery is not gonna work by itself. If you keep eating the way, you know, you've been eating before, it's not gonna work for you. You know, it might work a little at the beginning, and you might lose weight a little bit, but that's not what it is. You still have to exercise. You still have to eat right. You know, for example, we have to count calories. But anyways, we went in, and they, you know, basically told us what was going to be the situation with it. On the day of my surgery, I had to go in about 6 or 7, and the surgery takes about 45 minutes. After that, they do keep you there for about 4 hours. And when I say there, you can have it at the hospital, you know, but with us, we had it at their center that they have in Tempe, Arizona. So what ends up happening is you have the surgery, they keep you there for 4 hours to make sure, you know, that your vitals and everything is fine, sorry about that. And they have you walking, they have you drinking, not drinking, but, you know, sipping on some ice cubes and stuff. And then they, you know, you go off. The following day, you have to go in to one of their centers to get I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like a little bubble that you have on the side of your stomach, and you know, you have blood going in there and everything. As long as it's red or pinkish, that's fine. And you have to be disposing of it once it gets full, right? So the following day, you go and have it removed. Now, for my husband, it wasn't painful. For me, it's not that it was painful, but in those 2 seconds when they pull it out, it hurt. It didn't hurt to him, so I don't know. You know, we're all different. After that, you go in the second week, 2 weeks after that, to follow up. And I remember, I believe I had lost 10 or 15 pounds by then. I might be a little bit off, but no, it was around 10 or 15 pounds. So to me, that was a big deal. I've been stuck at plateaus, but what I try to do is change up my diet, and that's what they're going to tell you. Now, my surgeon was Dr. Orris. My dietitian is Mike. And they do have you get into this Facebook support groups, which really helps. You know, you can put your pictures up there, the before and after, and I've seen like a lot of success stories with it, as long as you follow it, guys. That's the most important thing. Now, a lot of people don't follow it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's 4 months post-op or 6 months and I've only lost 20 pounds, or, you know, 30 or 40. My husband, this is his 6th month and he has lost 105 pounds, guys. Now I'm 4.5 months post-op, and I've lost, I would say, like about 60 pounds, 60 to 70 pounds. So to me, that's good, you know, as long as I'm feeling good and as long as I'm trying to keep on track. Now, a lot of people, or a lot of us, are gonna get off track, you know, sometimes, and it's not that it's fine, but it's not gonna hurt. However, don't keep doing it, you know, maybe just a little snack and that's it, you know, and then the following day or after that, just keep at it, you know, eat good. When you go in, they give you some paperwork, like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's gastric sleeve nutrition. And basically what this talks about is your diet. You know, you have to eat 3 times a day. Protein always comes first, you know, that's gonna fill you up faster. You have to eat slow. You know, it usually has to take you about 15 to 30 minutes for you to eat your meal. At the beginning, they're gonna tell you to drink 64 ounces of water. It's gonna be a little bit hard to try and intake all that, but you'll be able to, you know, slowly up it up, basically. Limit your carbohydrates, avoid caffeine, alcohol, carbonated drinks, and the most important, guys, take your vitamins. I had an incident where on my 2nd week, I believe, I wasn't taking my vitamins, or I was, but I was taking a vitamin that had iron in it, and basically what ended up happening is I was constipated for a week. Trust me, it's not fun. I went to the doctor, or to my surgeon, and he prescribed medicine for me. He did tell me to go get milk of magnesium, which I tried, and it helped, but not that much. By that time I was too far, so I ended up, you know, getting his prescription, and within a few hours I was fine. Now I get different types of vitamins, but without iron, but it's very important that you do. When I don't take my vitamins, I start feeling woozy, my head starts to hurt, and importantly, drink a lot of water. Now, you're gonna be able, for each of your meals, to have half a cup, okay, for your meal. After that, you're gonna be able to eat a little bit more, you know, within, you know, a few months, probably, maybe up to a year, I don't know. They tell you that you have to eat 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. I try to eat 1,000 calories, to be honest. There are going to be some days that you're not going to be hungry, but you have to remember to eat and drink your water. What I usually do is I'll go to convenience store, you know, like Quick Trip or Circle K, whatever you guys have in your own town, and get one of those. It's 50 ounce bottle of water, and I basically try and finish that whole thing before noon, and by the afternoon I try and take, you know, fill it up again and take that amount of water as well. Some people can at the beginning, which obviously you won't. You won't even be able to take 64 ounces, but just try. You can track your eating. We use MyFitnessPal, which is, you know, free. Just download it in your Google Play Store, and it's free. You know, if you don't know how to look for things or how to work it, because I didn't, you know, at the beginning I didn't know how to count calories, and I met my husband, and, you know, he taught me and everything. So I mean, I don't know, some people know it, some people don't. Protein source, Now 2 weeks before your surgery date, they do put you like on a protein diet, only chicken breasts, no skin, you know, turkey, the egg whites, you know, stuff like that. I lost about 10 pounds, I think, those first couple of weeks before the surgery. Some people lose more, which is good for them. The reason why they tell you to do that is because you need to shrink your liver. You know, some surgeons, if you haven't done the right thing, which is basically to shrink your liver, you'll go into the surgery room and they will not do the surgery on you. You know, it has to be small for them to do that. And when you go in, they do give you this, which is, you know, like a packet full of stuff, you know, see there, liquids only. Okay, the day before your surgery, only clear liquids. That's all you're allowed to eat. And it's hard, but it's not impossible. It's just a day. On your first week, because there's stages, right? So on your first week is clear liquids. See, clear liquids. And they give you this paper, and it starts by telling you like the time and everything to start drinking your 4 ounces of water or liquids, clear liquids. Isopure. I drank Isopure and it was like the best taste ever. Ensure, all those. Sugar-free water, okay? You can get also sugar-free popsicles. Your second week is your full, let me see, full liquids. And they also give you, you know, sorry if it's not focusing, they also give you the time and everything. So it makes it easier for you, you know, to follow these steps. I did it, you know, it doesn't hurt. Your third and fourth week is puree diet, and they give you tips and everything that you should be eating. If you guys ever have any questions, for example, at least myself, which I've had, I always Facebook message Mike, and he responds pretty quickly, you know, whenever they can. They're really good with their patients and helping them out during this. Your fifth and sixth week, sorry if it's not focusing enough. There you go. There you go. Stage 4, pork chops, apples. Okay. These are things to avoid. These are things you should be eating, which I'm going to be honest. My second week, which is full liquids, was hard. I was hungry, like extremely hungry. My husband was fine. So see, some people have it easier, which is good for them. Some people have it harder. That doesn't mean you give up, guys, okay? Now this one is basically just telling you, you know, that you have to eat your 1,000 to 1,200 calories and beyond that. Till this day, it's been 4.5 months out. I cannot, guys, eat bread. It hurts when I eat bread. So you're gonna know your body. Always remember to chew and everything. You can get chewable multivitamins. You know, we try and get all of our stuff from Amazon, which is sometimes cheaper. And then at the end of this, they give you like a little quiz, okay? The packet and everything. They also give us patient list goals, okay? Basically what it is, it'll talk about your diet, psychology. I would say a week before my surgery, I had to go to their psychologist and talk to him. Basically, they ask you questions, you know, how is this going to change your life, you know? You do understand that this is just, you know, like a tool, you know, it's not a miracle worker, you know, you have to still work at it, you have to still exercise, you know, and are you depressed, you know, which I think most of us are, you know, at some point. They also talk about supplements and follow-up visits. They're really good. After your second week, you go, after that, you go in on your third month, 6th, and then 12th month after the surgery. And then after that, each year, they ask you to come in and everything, you know. I did have like a virus. They did send that part of the stomach that they cut out, which is about 70% of my stomach. They do send it to a test lab, and I had some kind of virus, and I basically ended up. It was a lot of money that we had, or you know, that the person that paid for us, which was my husband's family, his father, but I had to take medicine for it, you know, and to clear it off and everything. So like I said, you know, he didn't have any complications. I don't think I had complications except for, you know, not being able to go to the restroom for a week, and then that virus that I had. But you know, if you work at it, you'll be, you know, good, and you'll have your mood changes, you know. All I eat now basically is an egg and refried beans. That's it, and I get full, guys. And it's the best thing too. And you're gonna find out that a lot of your tastes are gonna change. There's some things that I used to eat that now I'm like, oh, like I just don't want it, you know. Like you'll try it and then you'll be like, I'm fine, you know. I don't crave anymore. I don't crave things anymore. But it's mostly mental, I would say, because sometimes there's stuff that I'm like, oh, I would like to have it, but do you really need it? No. Don't eat to get full, eat to get satisfied. That's the most important thing that I had to learn. Like I said, coming from a Hispanic family. I mean, that's a little bit of basically what they do. I'm also going to be doing a video of how much it costs. I know a lot of you want to know, and you know, I've gone through this, you know, I've researched and everything, and they don't give you a clear answer. I'm going to tell you what it cost us. You know, it might be different for another state, or, you know, in a couple months, maybe they'll go up more. I don't know. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that video. I will let you guys know and show you basically what they charged us and everything. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, or oh, and then I'm also going to be putting up what we usually eat for dinner and all that stuff, you know. And if you guys have any recipes for myself as well, let me know. But yeah, thumbs up. And subscribe if you guys can share. Please do so. I know a lot of people will find this informative. You know, I try to YouTube a lot of these types of videos, and it wasn't ever clear or anything. So if you guys have any comments or any questions, please let me know. And I hope I see you guys soon. Bye.